Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love general messages as a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Capricorn, it's going to be a you versus them. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? What? Okay, this person's current energy, they have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and also the Three of Cups. You might be dealing with an earth sign here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's as far as I can see right now. But I feel that this person right now is... The thing is that what you need to understand, Capricorn, is the amount of love that you can receive from another person depends on the amount of love that you give towards yourself. Sometimes people will be like, well, I love myself very much, but why am I not receiving, what I'm giving towards myself? Well, because you have an unhealed trauma, you have an unhealed wound. Sometimes there's that self-hate that we unintentionally unaware of. So no matter... The thing is that I feel that you're dealing with somebody here who is in their journey of finding themselves. Therefore, no matter how much love you're trying to give somebody, how much stability, how much consistency, how much persistencies you're willing to be given to somebody, if they are still in that type of patterns where they're more attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable or people who are actually toxic and etc., your green flags, the green flags that you're presenting towards them, could become a red flag. Why am I saying this? Is because I do feel that this person is, you see how the vision of it all, you see the King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and also the Three of Cups. Yeah? I feel that this person right now just wants to be having a relationship where it's just easy. They don't want nothing stable. They don't want something that is monotone. They don't want nothing that is secure. They don't want nothing that is safe. They don't want a routine. They don't want that. What they want, Three of Cups, friendship, fun time. That's what they want. Because I feel that, especially judging from their present card, is that when they are in that, when they don't take life too seriously, when they don't take things way too seriously, it makes them become more creative. It makes them more in touch within themselves. From your side, Capricorn, in the past, you have the Justice and you also have the Five of Pentacles. From their side, they have the Hermit and they also have the Hanged Man. There, again, as I said earlier, right, especially with this many major arcana in their past energy, this person was in the journey of them needing to find themselves, needing to see things from another perspective. And I feel that you in the past were quite disappointed with this person. You're trying to be very logical about it. You're trying to be very just about it. You're expecting here, but yet you're always been disappointed. Now, in the present moment, you have the Two of Pentacles and you also have the Ace of Cups. From their side, they have the Seven of Wands and also the Page of Cups. Now, some of you might be dealing with somebody who's very, very new and you're comparing the two of them, your past person and the present person that you're dealing with. The person that you're dealing with currently could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Virgo or a Pisces. However, if that's not the case, I feel that if you're only dealing with one person and only focusing on this one person, there's a lot of ups and downs in regards to how you view this connection and how is your mood regarding this connections as a whole. Because it's like at one time, I feel that I'm happy. I feel that I am in love, but I can't feel safe in here. And I see that in the future too. It's like you can't feel safe, especially if you guys are only dating one person. It's like, I can't feel safe. Every time you are showing them that you're having doubts, they feel that they need to defend themselves, but it also pushes them to be better in you, to you. But isn't it tiring that you need to always remind somebody to give you something? Now, in the future, you have the Ten of Swords and also the King of Cups. From their side, they have the Four of Cups and also the Seven of Cups. If you're dealing with two people, the past you will let go of because you're just done, and you just want to be happy with the present, with a new person that you guys are dealing with. If you're still dealing with one person in the future, again, the dynamic is still the same. There is hurt, and yet there is, okay, I'm going to listen. I'm going to be your emotional support. I'm going to be here for you emotionally no matter what. Let's clarify them. I want to talk about the challenges here, which I'm going to clarify later on. But with the Six of Cups and also the Nine of Swords in here, one of the biggest challenges within this connection has a lot to do with one person is holding on to a belief that this is something for them. I've done reading for thousands of people, and I've noticed a pattern that it's much more difficult for somebody to let go of something that is unhealthy for them when they're holding on to a belief that this could be the one. This is my soulmate. This is the one. I can feel it. And another one is that somebody here within this connection is bringing in past trauma, whether from this connection or from their previous relationship towards this connection. Let's clarify them, Capricorn. Let's get into your reading now. I want to clarify that Two of Pentacles from your side. Interesting, Capricorn. I'm going to have to call you out a little bit within this connection, okay? Because I'm noticing a pattern here, which is very interesting. So the Ace of Cups clarified by the Three of Swords, the Fool card, and also the Queen of Swords. If we're only talking about one person, this person had hurt you, and you kind of like equate the anxieties and the hurt that you're experiencing within this connection as its love. I reread something, and I read about this before, but then, I reread it, this thing yesterday. It says, why do we fall for emotionally unavailable people, or why do we fall for emotionally toxic people? It has a lot to do with us not being ready for meeting somebody who is actually emotionally available or emotionally healthy, because we're afraid that here's the thing. The first time that we meet somebody, the first time that we date them, the first time that we are with them, we always have that intuition kick. But it's just a matter of whether you want to be listening to your intuitions or you don't, right? Now, you intuitively, your subconscious will pick up vibes. You have the tendency to fall for somebody who you know subconsciously is going to hurt you, because it would be painful for you to fall for somebody who your subconscious says this person is going to be good for you, and you trust it and you invest in it and you work on it, and turns out it's not the one for you. It's going to be much more painful. So there is a bit fear here that is detrimental for your growth. Because even in the face of uncertainty, here you are still with the King of Cups. It shows up here. Regardless of the gender, it almost seems to me as if like you're ready to become the father figure of this person. Whether you're a female or you're a male, it doesn't matter. Let me clarify from their side, Capricorn. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Oh, but they're like that too. But they're like that too. Seven of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and also the Sun card. You're dealing here with somebody whose idea of the Ten of Pentacles, whose idea of a family, or whose idea of a relationship had hurt them. And that is downhill trauma. So again, if you're facing these type of people, the more serious you are in front of them, the more serious you show them, the more available you are, it's going to trigger them with this. Maybe it's the family that they grew up in. It wasn't as happy as they wanted it to be. There's a childhood trauma here. Or they were married before and it caused, at some point, they were very optimistic and positive that this is going to be bringing them a lot of love and a lot of light, but yet it ended up in disappointment. So there is still an unhealed trauma that this person is facing. Therefore, if you come to them, look, I want to have the Ten of Pentacles with you, they'd freak out. Like the last time I was in a Ten of Pentacles, whether it's their own family or their past relationship, I got hurt. Now you want to bring that hurt back to me again? And they might not be consciously aware of that, but it's something like a subconscious thing here. Let me clarify that Page of Cups. So they would rather be with somebody. It's similar. I think that's why you guys are attracted to one another. Of choosing people who we know subconsciously is not good for us. They're also like that. With this person, you're trying to show your seriousness. You're trying to be very available. You're trying to be very vulnerable. You're trying to be very safe and secure and stable for them. But that's not the love that they know. Therefore, your green flags become the red flags. You're too overbearing. You're too overwhelming. You're too controlling. You're too this. You're too that. You're too boring. You're too... Because they would only be attached to a situation that doesn't make them happy. Are they able to have a commitment? Are they able to be in a long-term relationship? They're able to. But are they able to be in a healthy one? I don't think so. Why? Because that's the love that they know. Okay, let me clarify that Ten of Swords from your side in the future. If you're dealing with two people and you have a new person right now, I feel that you're just going to be going ahead. Even though you feel that your heart could be relapsing, you wanting to go back to your past person. But, you know, with your Queen of Swords here, it's very smart. No, I'm going to move forward. This is not healthy for me. Now, let me clarify that Ten of Swords. You might be dealing with a water sign here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Capricorn. Let me clarify that Ten of Swords. Six of Wands, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Clarify that King of Cups. Okay. We will see. Because I think I want to retract what I said earlier before I clarify the cards. But Ten of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands, the King of Swords, and also the Knight of Pentacles. I feel that in the future, you would need to make some choices for yourself, whether you want something that is instant gratification, because being with them is an instant gratification for you. And I think that you're very aware of that. If I were to be with this person, if I were to be okay with this person, it's an instant gratification. I miss this person. I'm going to contact them. Oh, they're contacting me back. It's an instant gratification, right? Are you going to fall for an instant gratification, or are you going to be valuing yourself? You're going to hold it out longer for somebody who would invest in you. So you're going to be investing in somebody who's going to be investing in you. That's where you need to make a choice. That's where there's that radical acceptance. Ten of Swords could be something that is painful. But for me, Ten of Swords does talks about radical acceptance. Accepting that, you know what, the illusion is gone. I need to stop holding on to a story. I need to cut the story altogether, and I need to choose what I want to be believing in. Do I want to have an instant gratification right now? Or do I want to prolong, or do I want to hold myself until, something good is coming by, or until this person is able to meet me where I'm at? Now, the King of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and also the Eight of Swords. If you guys are dealing with the Pisces, that scenarios might not apply, because I feel that you might just wait for them. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you're just going to be waiting for them because you feel pity, because you feel that, oh wow, like this person is going through a lot, this person is having their world upside down, and they're going through a lot. I need to be patient. I need to just wait. If they need me, I'm just going to be waiting. Okay, let's clarify from their side here. The Four of Cups here. So weird. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Hish! Okay, Capricorn. Do they want to work it? And this is what is so weird with this reading and with this person. Do they want to work on this connection? They do. But I feel that it's because it's become a habit of yourself allowing you to be the one that work, that enable, that compromises and everything like that. They're expecting it to be done by you. They want you to be able to read their mind. Like, this is what I want you to do. And I am going to be acting unimpressed. If you do something, I might ignore it. But I want you to do it. I want you to do it. But here with the Seven of Cups in here, again, we go back again to that pattern. You see here. You see. When someone gives something towards them, what do? Seven of Swords. The green flag becomes the red flags. For people who are used to dealing with emotionally unavailable people, and why they're always attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable, is because the green flag of people who are emotionally available is becoming a red flag. Oh my God, it's so overwhelming, so overbearing. Like, why are you checking up on me? Oh my God, they're obsessed with me. Anxieties becomes or equates love for people who are used to be dealing with people who are emotionally unavailable. So if you give them availability, if you're very generous with them, because of the pattern that I said earlier, what do? Seven of Swords, taking energy. You know what? Let me actually give something towards people who, is not giving me any type of actions, but is only giving me words, who's going to be flirting with me, who's going to tell me beautiful stuff, who I know instinctively in my gut that this person is not good, because this person is words only, not action. Okay? All right. Let me pull some advice card for you, Capricorn. Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess, and also the Star card in upright position. It's time for you to be balancing out between spirituality and practicality. If you're the one here who I said here, someone is holding on to a connection because they believe that this is the one, or because they said that you and them are going to be having what? Like family, you're holding on to something here, okay? Balance it out with practicality. See what you believe in versus what the reality is as of now. Now, I feel that Capricorn, you are able to actually manifest a beautiful relationship that you have. But first thing first, you need to go back to the core subconscious of yours. Something here needs to be healed. And where is it coming from? You need to start realizing that I do have a pattern of it being attracted and being or attracting people who are actually not good for me. So what can I do so that the next time it could be different? What can you do? The first thing that you need to be able to be doing is to identify what is actually the 10 of Pentacles for you. What is a stable, secure relationship for you? What is your dream partner? List it down. Like for me, instead of me just saying it and I forget it, list it down. What is it? And then see if you've matched those values yourself. If you have, then what you got to do is just pray. The universe is going to be bringing it to you. Okay. So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Capricorn. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.